in Eugene. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Rush is on. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. The fake and wants to throw. Rolls right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Payne. All over him immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Washington. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start, now to see if they can answer on this drive. Quick give. It's Payne. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. The 50. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Freshetta Downs going up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Third and long coming up. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
drops back on first down. Turns it upfield.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Maybe a crease. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Turning it on! And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. They're running the football. Look right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Pass to 50. The 30. Pass to 20. Touchdown balls! Once he got some room, it was over.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Making the adjustment. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Looks it in. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Payne.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. Caught, it's Staley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
Looking for room. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Payne. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much.